They can do what they do. But let's get back to this show, man. Bro, a couple of things before we get out of here, man. I am disappointed the way Swerve was kind of introduced tonight.
Bro, let's talk about it because I felt the way too.
Not gonna lie, like I understand the Orange Cassidy and Trent thing, but that was something that could have happened in the middle of the show. You could have did that before someone's match or during like an interview time, and you could have just had Trent do that. That didn't need to start the show. Like I think the show, even if you were going to start it with a match, it's just and in which that was the first match, but it should have initially just started the show. Swerve should have been the first person to walk out on television. Even after after you showed the Elite getting out the vehicle, like that was fine. That's you do those type of promos, introduction or cold openings or whatever. But once you were ready to start the show, and it's okay, now it's time for the match. Let's get to the arena. Swerve should have been should have been the first one out.
Right,
to introduce his boy, and then of course you could have hyped them all up. But he's coming out for a match. I didn't have a problem with him coming out for a match, and I thought the match against him and Kyle Fletcher was actually pretty good. I liked it. I like Kyle Fletcher. But I just didn't feel like it should have been a little bit more to it. He didn't really say anything after it, so it's like I wanted to hear from the champ. Like he said a lot on the medium scrum. Like I went back and I listened to his medium scrum. He said a lot on the medium scrum, but I wanted to hear from my man right after that match, and I didn't hear that, so I was disappointed in that. But what is your thoughts on that match and that whole part?
So real quick, a couple different things. And the one thing I want to talk about, I want to address, speaking of talking, is, dude, I don't know what's up with AEW. I don't know if it was because they were in Daly's place today, which, I mean, they've been in there 1,000 times. I don't know why today would be any different. But we've noticed this, man, over the last 5 years, man. Their fucking audio production, god damn, it's terrible. When Serena Deeb came out and cut the promo, couldn't really hear it. When Willow was in the ring, I mean, the acoustics of the microphone was terrible. When Prince Nana, when he was introducing Swerve, like you could barely hear him introducing Swerve. It was just like backstage segments, like everything.
You got to remember, it's outside. David's place is outside, so even though they could have fixed for that, I think that was the one bigger issue that for them tonight.
Yeah, but overall, like you said, man. Okay, so I like the match with Swerve and Fletcher. However, I felt like it was kind of predictable. And here's the reason I say I thought it was predictable. Because you had Swerve, a champion, versus Fletcher, another champion. And they pretty much said at the beginning, hey, this is a championship eliminator. If he beats Swerve and then goes on to win again, he get a championship match.
Well, that's the only match where it gets a champion that's a one-on-one. Like that, like the eliminator. Some people have won eliminators, but it's just a match where you just get to face the champion. Now, if you beat him, you'll get an opportunity. But if you don't, well, you just took a loss.
I know, but my thing is, see, with me, because Kyle Fletcher is so fucking good, I feel like that's something I would rather have seen down the line, so it would have been like, yo, like, damn, like, who's gonna win this? Because my thing is, it's kind of like I already kind of knew heading into it. Like, all right, Swerve about to pick this win up. So it was just a little predictable. It kind of took the suspense out of it for me.
I got you.
So that was my only thing. I enjoyed the match, though.